It's like Malcolm X, Rosa Parks deserved better. Everybody entitled to a fair and impartial tribunal. A constitution, if you're poor, there's unequal treatment. No equality, better be rich. Some presumption of innocence, holding you hostage for your money. It seems immoral. They're talking about taking time away, but without a trial, that seems unfair to me. Violations like it's cold outside. Clinical researching on 16 to 24-year-olds who need rehabilitation and job skills instead of prisons for violent people who are crazy and young, have poor decision-making skills. China ranks 97th in gun crime compared to the U.S., who's first in gun crime. Why do you think that is? If we're in the U.S., we have 5 times more the murder rate than China, 1.5. If China is ranked 80th in homicide and the U.S. is 7th, literally 4 times more than China, why are we killing each other in the United States? China boasts some of the lowest homicide and gun-related incidents globally. China, however, produces a lot of CO2. They could do better, and the U.S. could do better too, because they produce more CO2 than China. But anyway, what about that? We'll be the last generations. We'll be the last ones. Are we the last ones? That's embarrassing. We should do better. We need more human rights like Switzerland, New Zealand, or Denmark. Peace, dignity, and a healthy planet. I believe in securing the water and food and our resources to ensure people have a low cost of living, low cost of housing, healthcare, and securing, while ensuring job security for everyone. Job growth. We must stop fighting each other and work together for a better planet, for a betterment of all people. Securing electricity for the future, renewable, and cutting dioxide emissions. Israel needs to stop attacking people. Iran has the right to defend itself. A puppet game of a shadow government of corporations and political interests influential who manipulate how democracy functions, and the belief that a shadow government elites manipulate policy in the best interest. Let us make a policy that allows us to get richer so we the elite can do that. It's the massive known as disasters. Massive disasters going on with corporations, insurance companies trying to cut off their people and their account holders to whenever they can to avoid paying out because there's no protection for the people, limiting liabilities like Mississippi and or flood barriers in Florida when rates are going higher and higher because they're not even planning for the basic disasters that are happening. They're not limiting their liabilities and denials that's happening across the globe, and the corporations and politicians are limiting that. It's called entrapment. They know something bad is about to happen, but they're not trying to stop it. That's sad. Why aren't they trying to stop the bad things from happening? That's entrapment. Overly funded programs, while they're overspending in the United States, Social Security should only be paid if you can pay in it. You should only get what you pay out instead of endless checks. You can't just write endless checks to people. Anyway, underfunded, overfunded liabilities, and a couple days a week for the post office. Anyway, you can come back snail mail. Anyway, they have the options to save money there. Department of Defense spending an underfunded, overfunded liabilities. Why do we have so much stuff inside of the ocean? The war machine is overspending anyway, causing people to suffer. Vaccines, why shouldn't they be mandatory? A little less diseases on the planet couldn't hurt nobody. Cigarettes, why aren't they illegal if we're worried about people dying? Why do they put red number 40 in our food supply and allow bromine? The amount of chemicals that are allowed in food is ridiculous. Anyway, there's no access to healthy food, healthy medicine on a regular basis. It seems like a conspiracy to make people fat or sick. If you ask me, only by the corporations, but by politicians that are incapable of making good decisions for the people on a best interest based on a heart-to-heart basis. They put salt and sugar in the foods and get the people addicted to it. Politicians that won't stand up against corporations because of bad business practices, that it doesn't seem right. Peace, dignity, and a healthy planet. And I'll tell you what happened to me, but they're just hunting us all, honestly. And they're just trying to get us towed up. They're just hunting us all.